Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Omen Exitio Plague. And yeah, picking back up where we left off, we're trying to get this Bezernik to admit that he knows us, that we did a lot of work. This part's not my favorite part here. Um, just not. But we'll get through it. I'm hoping Act 3 will be pretty interesting. I'm assuming this is Act 2. There's four chapters or acts. I think they're chapters actually. So this is Chapter 2. I'm hoping Chapter 3 takes it back up a notch. This is the intrigue part. I enjoyed the first part, through Africa, Like what is the plague? People attacking, stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to try to get them involved in a scandal. That's weird to me. You have made inquiries and now have an appointment at the Grote Markt, the market square, with a group of journalists. You have decided that the best solution is to put the whole situation into the public domain, even at the risk of creating a scandal. There are only 5 journalists present, and they give you looks which betray their different approaches. 2 of them seem curious, the other seems very skeptical. You recount the facts of the case, and you can see that for many of them, the story, albeit true, seems unappealing. Do you have any evidence? I'm not going up against those professors without something solid. They would have us for breakfast. You pick up and open your briefcase without saying a word and begin to pass the papers around the journalists. Suddenly, they're all smiles. Even the skeptics appear to have warmed to the news. Looks like good stuff. I don't understand any of it, though. It might as well be hieroglyphics. And for all we know, you could have them stolen from Bajernik. After these last words, you again see the change in the journalists' attitudes. Even those who had initially seemed curious appear doubtful, perhaps even frightened. Something, however, keeps your eyes on them as they walk off, particularly something in the comportment of the journalist who so rudely challenged you. Okay, so we can't level up observation. So hopefully we're good. Okay, good. There's something odd about his attitude. At one point, he turns to look at you and smiles, making a gesture with his hand to indicate that you're crazy. His mouth is laughing, but his eyes are not. Rather, they are watching you carefully. You're suddenly aware there's something military-like about his bearing. He definitely doesn't carry himself like a journalist. As an ex-soldier yourself, you recognize when someone is pretending to be a civilian. Seems you cannot make any progress whatsoever, neither here nor from public opinion in general. It will be a while yet before the consequences of what you and Bajernik discovered become known to the public. And you obviously can't wait around for something like that to happen. Again, why does he care? You're disappointed and angry. You have been mocked and ridiculed. How can you possibly put up with such a situation? With this thought in your mind, you leave the market square. If he had Twitter, he would be ranting about this. Approaching the door to your flat and closing it again behind you, you feel almost as if you're sleepwalking. Suddenly, everything you've worked on over recent months has fallen into ruins around you, as if only a dream. The Bajerik's version of events that has obviously been accepted as official truth, to the extent that even you have begun to doubt yourself. Turn this up just a little bit. It sounded lower. I don't think I've adjusted it any. As far as the actual sound in the game. In addition to this crushing self-doubt, you feel the weight of a strong, violent, invisible threat at the back of your mind. You're holding in your hands the notes in which you had placed so much trust. Their realness and solidity is the only thing showing that you have not lost your mind. And imagine the last few months. And yet, what good have they done? You fling them across the room in rage. Perhaps you're not mad, but paranoid. Is what you're feeling now only anger and frustration, or is this threat real? I'm in trouble, and I fear I may have put you two in danger. Reginald is listening to you carefully as you recount and explain the recent events and the suspicions you have accumulated. Then you tell him your fear that you fear that you may be suffering from paranoia. Wouldn't call it paranoia. Just sounds like caution to me. I won't complain about leaving these Dutch snobs and getting back to the comfort of London. Besides, they're completely clueless about meat pies. Always think about it with the stomach. Don't you worry, I'll be in London before you have time to put the belly back on. Reginald laughs heartily. All right, old boy, I don't mind admitting that I'm looking forward to being back in England. You embrace your friend and then accompany him to the ticket office. Only once you have seen him with a ticket in his hand and walking up the gangway of the boat, you turn back to the flat. Oh, I thought he was going back to London too. Perhaps you should be doing exactly the same thing as Reginald, getting back to London. After all, Delft has nothing left to offer you. You're reflecting, wondering whether it's really worth it to insist on your share of the credit for your discoveries with Bajonet. Is it really the time to make decisions with your pride? No, not really. I mean, your goal was to find a cure for the plague, or research more about it so that a cure can be found and save people's lives. Furthermore, if your best chances lie in proving your case in the academic sphere, would it not make more sense to try again in an environment where you still have some reputation, that is to say, in London? You no longer have any responsibilities or ties here. You immediately start packing your belongings in preparation to leave. Man, I'm getting experience all over the place. I'm not complaining. With the money still at your disposal, it shouldn't be hard to get a place on the next steamer for London, and you will have time on the trip to plan carefully your next course of action. You may even persuade the University of London to enter into competition with Delft. You're busy finishing packing your bags, but can't get these paranoid thoughts out of your mind. Even without any definite evidence to back up your suspicions, you cannot help but feel tangled up in a web of conspiracy. I don't know why he feels like he's tangled up in something. He only took like a suitcase full of money to do research, and then that guy showed up and was like, hey, that guy's not going to remember you that you've been working with for months. And why would he not feel like why would he feel like he's in a conspiracy? Procedure. You need only go back to the basics of procedure. The only remedy for the physical and mental chaos of the last few days is to return to the discipline of your military training and logically evaluate your best course of action. You will return to London. Given the uncertainty of your situation and the possible risks, you should try to identify the people watching you and throw them off your trail. If it turns out that no one is watching you, you will at least have taken all due precautions. In spite of everything, this disciplined thinking seems to momentarily calm your nerves. You just need to focus. As you close the last bag, someone knocks at the door. It's probably going to be Meyer. You approach the door, but don't open it immediately. You ask who it is, and a voice with a heavy North African accent claims to be a messenger. From who? Well, I mean, we can't just they know we're in here. It's not like we can stay silent and be like, we're not here anymore. When I asked who it was, that was just a figment of your imagination. That's who it is. Cautiously open the door, just enough to see who is there, but not so much as to expose yourself to any risk. Waiting there is a black man with a scarred face wearing a robe which looks much too small for him. He hands you a note. A message for Mr. Huntington. You take the note from the hands of the man, who looks at you with a slightly idiotic smile. You thank him and he nods. For a second you seem to catch a strange twinkle in the man's eyes. It's over in an instant, but it may only have been the light or your imagination playing tricks on you. Right away you sit down and begin reading the unexpected message. So did he? So Reginald just went ahead and left, and then we stayed for a little bit. Is that what happened? I thought we were leaving together. This is the second time I'm writing to advise you. I hope that the fulfillment of the predictions of my first message has convinced you of my good intentions. You do not know me, Jake, but I'm a friend, and the time has come to warn you. First message. Was it the? Is he talking about the message on the ship, like in the very first episode? I think it was the first episode. Like, yeah, it was the first episode. He thought it was like Ryan or I was about to say Ryan or Vespucci, but they're the same. Vespucci is Ryan's last name. Ryan or O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon, yeah. I'm terrible. I'm already forgetting my friends' names. They're dead. I'm already forgetting their names. You shiver involuntarily. You had completely forgotten the mysterious... Yep, okay, that is it. Mysterious message which you received on Zanzibar. I can imagine that you've already started noticing strange things happening around you, and you must have many suspicions. I can confirm for you now that these are indeed justified, and that you have attracted the attentions of a very powerful and very secret cult. This cult counts among its members captains of industry, nobles, politicians, and many other types of powerful people. And they have only one objective: total control. Great. They have different ways of gaining it, but there is a plan that they have been pursuing for a very long time. A plan that involves the disease. Epidemics are one of their main weapons, and so you have assumed a key role in their eyes. You must be ready to defend yourself. A friend. Great. I think I'll move to America. They're not in America right now, right? It's like the 1800s, you know. Civil War just happened. 1870s, right? Civil War just happened. We're too busy getting stuff straightened out to have any cult members over here, right? That's what. Well, I'm sure that there's probably some over there too. Over here, there, here. It's confusing. We're in Holland right now in the game, but I'm playing this in America. So it's confusing to say move there when I mean here, but I'm there. But wait, okay, now I am confusing myself. I'll shut up. Shutting up. You reread the message. You reread the message twice. You're quite certain that it is no joke. But can you really put your trust in this friend? In light of this latest development, the idea of returning to London is even more attractive. Seems more trustworthy. Can't talk tonight. Trustworthy than Meyer. I was confused. I was mixing the word trust with Meyer. Hate when I do that. I have trouble talking. Which makes me a horrible Let's Player. You will carry out your plan as you had already decided, but because of this latest warning, you think it is advisable to procure a pistol. Too bad they stole the pistol you got in Africa. You remember having seen a gun shop when you're wandering around Delft? In the end, you find it, but quite a bit further away than you had remembered it. The shopkeeper welcomes you with a smile, and you tell him that you're looking for a small, easily concealable pistol. He shows you various models, but one of them immediately stands out as what you're looking for. You buy it and leave. Wow. No background check. No waiting period or nothing like that. Times were crazier back then. In ways. Other ways they weren't as crazy. Everything is ready. You need only leave your flat, head to the port, board your ship, and you will be on your way home. About to leave the flat, you hear footsteps on the stairs outside. They stop right outside your door. How much experience do I have? 84. So I can do any skill. I can do any skill almost twice. Pull out the gun and hold it ready. Dr. Huntington, we must talk with you. They do not even knock. They know full well that you're in and that you can hear them. You're frozen on the spot, waiting. After a strange moment of silence, the door is violently kicked down, and 3 men burst in. Hmm. Feel like we're in a rough position here. Would they take the would they take it as a warning shot? Because I don't know the difference of a warning shot and a miss. Then again, I'm not any sort I'm not a soldier or any sort of police officer, anyone with any combat training, so but so yeah. So I think maybe just wait. The three men burst into the room, but they instantly freeze when they see the pistol in your hand. Okay, good. Because if they see a gun, they'll be like, whoa. But if they see the gun in here, boom, they might be like, whoa. Well, probably not the probably more like way more skill. Dr. Huntington, I think you're mistaken. Ooh, which one? Which one? Which one's higher? Both are equal. I think I'm going to go speechcraft. Let's bump it up on to guarantee we're intimidating enough. We ain't playing. Okay, good. I don't know who you are or what you want, but I want you out now. The observation said leave. I was actually thinking observation was going to mean find out who they are, but please believe me, Dr. Huntington. There's no reason to get agitated. You aim the pistol directly at your interloper and gesture again for them to leave. They exchange meaningful looks. Dr. Huntington. Okay. Is he going to shoot? The man makes a step towards you, but you are ready and their hesitation has given you enough time to bound towards the door and down the stairs. So they're running anyway, okay. You leave the building and sprint along the pavement. Not much time to think. You decide to go to the closest familiar place. The home of a colleague from the university. In a few minutes, you reach the house and start pounding it insistently on the door. Your heart racing, you turn back to the street. So far, there is no sign of three men, but it's only a question of time before they catch up. A valet comes to the door. The valet won't let you in until you start yelling the name of your colleague. After a few seconds, you see his face appear at the window. You quickly try to explain the danger you're in about the men chasing you. To your horror, he doesn't even answer you, but gestures to his valet to call the police or get rid of this drunk himself. Okay, I was gonna say, he probably also wouldn't appreciate me possibly bringing armed people to his house. You move back over to the window to protest, but as soon as you do, the valet closes and locks the door. Which do we do? Which do we do? Hey, I mean, well... No, I don't think we want to be arrested. I was gonna say if we get put in jail, we're probably safe from them. But then again, who knows? And being arrested isn't ideal anyway. Not that it ever is, You're enraged, but you have no time to protest or think of anything else. The men chasing you might be around the corner at any moment. You continue running. You're sprinting as fast as you can towards the nearest police station. However, the men have anticipated this move, and two of them are blocking the street ahead. You're just asking yourself where the third man is when he blindsides you and you are knocked unconscious. You wake up still groggy. You try to get up from the bed in which you find yourself, but suddenly you feel a painful throbbing in your head. The memories come flooding back. Delft, Beischerink, the attack. Where the hell are you anyway? You slide out of a comfortable bed of fine linen sheets and look around the room. It is too spacious. It too is spacious, pleasant, and in addition to the bed, there's a sitting area and a small bookcase. You're bewildered, as if in a dream. This could be a guest bedroom in a stately house. There are no windows, but at the end of the room is a heavy, ornate door. You approach the door and try to open it. The handle turns, but the door is locked. Be awkward if he were to try to force it, then it breaks off and he's stuck in there. They can't get in, he can't get out. He just starves to death. That would be awkward. Let's try to call someone. Hello, is anyone there? Try a few more times, gradually getting louder, but no answer comes. You decide to give up with the door and to explore the room instead. Before long, you have confirmed your initial impressions. Everything is refined and high quality, better even than your home back in London. Wow. This is even better than my home. Occasionally, you return to the door and try the handle in vain. Okay, we can't do any more observation, can we? Oh, almost, but not quite. Okay, good. You scan all over, examining every inch of the walls in search of any openings or clues that might yield more information. You examine for a second time the furniture in the bookcase. Find nothing, however, save for the fact that the room must be cleaned and tidied fairly frequently. You must have had many guests over a long period of time. Who the crap is this guy? Okay. A sudden noise makes you jump. The door opens. In silence, you prepare for confrontation. A man enters the room wearing only a sort of monochrome kilt, a skull cap, and a strange stone mask. He is carrying a tray of food. You immediately start asking questions, but the man ignores you completely. He puts down the tray and turns to leave. You go forward trying to stop him, but you are suddenly paralyzed by an intense pain in your arm. You can only turn your head an inch or two, enough to glimpse a hair-thin needle protruding from your right shoulder. Watching him leave, you notice another man by the door, dressed in the same bizarre manner. You can only watch them silently leave and close the door. After a few minutes, the paralysis weakens. Somewhat discombobulated, you pull out the needle and look at the tray on which there are various tasty-looking plates. Okay, just need to do a little thing. I don't know if you can notice. I just did something. You know, just something for YouTube to make it safe for YouTube. Several hours pass before anything else happens. The door opens, and this time it's a woman who enters. She is dressed identically to the men, bare-chested, skirt, skull cap, and stone mask. Yeah, I figured that this way I think it is much easier and safer for me to do nudity, you know. And it's funnier too because I tried to figure out how to edit black bar, you know, and couldn't get that to work for some reason. And following the tutorial on that, you know, saw on YouTube, and blurring would probably work. I can blur things out. I did that before on another video, but then I tried to do it on another video, and it just looked like it didn't look quite right. It looked like it was still kind of normal. See the nipple, you know. That video never got uploaded because I couldn't get it edited right. So this is the way I'm going to do it. Okay. Several hours pass before anything else happens. The door opens, and this time it's a woman who enters. She is dressed identically to the men, bare-chested, skirt, skull cap, and stone mask. As absurd as the clothing is, there is something sacerdotal about it that reminds you of pictures of Sumerian and Egyptian priests you vaguely remember seeing somewhere. Again, you're dumbfounded by the whole affair, but this time you notice straight away the man standing at the doorway. You watch as the woman places another abundant meal on the table and takes away the untouched previous one. Yeah, I wouldn't trust what they're eating either, or what they're offering anyway. You look at the food and inhale its aroma. The dishes are appetizing and clearly prepared with care. Your stomach grumbles. You haven't eaten for many hours. Okay, let me remove this. I'm going to have to remember to do this too, to remove it. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not going to trust it. You throw yourself on the bed and start thinking. It's made difficult by the delicious smell of the food drifting over from the tray. What strange manner of torture could this possibly be? To be locked up in such luxurious conditions. I'm guessing that they're part of the cult. So I'm assuming. You're trying to make sense of this perplexing situation, but your mind, or rather your stomach, keeps wandering back to the tray. You're famished, but you have to stay strong. You don't even know how long you'll be kept here. Yeah, let's not eat. I don't trust it. You get up and irritably flip the table, tray, and all its contents onto the floor. You return to the bed. The constant illumination of the room gives you no clues as to the passage of time or whether it's day or night. After only a few minutes, you fall asleep. You wake up with ravenous hunger and stomach cramps. Still entirely unaware of how much time has elapsed, you notice that the room has been tidied and the tray of food has been replaced with another. You need to eat. This time, the last of your concerns is poisons. You attack the delicious food on the tray, almost choking in your fervor. Even if they hadn't replaced the tray, you would have probably eaten the food you had knocked on the floor. Well, at least there's that. Many days have passed, even though you have no way of knowing exactly how many. If this absurd imprisonment is to continue much longer, you're quite sure that you will lose your mind. Once again, you're lying in bed, thinking after having been woken up. You get up to do some exercise, and as you're doing the last push-up, you raise your head to see something very unusual and unexpected. The door is ajar. Thought it was a door. Yeah, no. Dumb joke. Anyway, what's past the door? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you then. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. So, see you next one.